global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello fam, welcome back to our channel. It's obvious that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB has the full attention of the President of Nigeria. As the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has replied to President Muhammadu Buhari after he petitioned the international community against the activities of its members and Biafran campaign. The President Muhammadu Buhari, through his senior special assistant on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, said IPOB members are using cover of Christianity and calling for U.S. Special Envoy to be appointed to stop the killings and genocide that is happening in Nigeria of Christians, actually. So, but the real purpose is to drive a wedge between the Nigerian government and its U.S., UK, and European allies. Writing over this petition, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said its members have already destabilized Nigeria, and by the time they are done with them, the name Nigeria will cease to exist. Well, this is the full statement made by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said the statement issued by the senior special assistant to the President of Media and Publicity, Malam Garba Shehu, also claimed the elaborately planned scheme, which had already started gaining steam, and some officials of the American government, including the Secretary of State, Mr. Mike Pompeo, had been receiving monthly funding of $85,000 USD. That's since October 2019. He gave the credits to nations, of course. He said, I, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have no mansion. I, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I have no car. I have no hotel. I have no university. I have no government contract. I don't lie. I don't cheat. I don't steal. All I have is the grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama to do his will, which is to restore Biafra in truth and in honesty. Every dime the indomitable IPOB, that's Indigenous People of Biafra worldwide, contributed towards our liberation goes towards the dismantling of Nigeria and restoration of Biafra. I mean every dime, he said. Once again, Nigerian government has inadvertently confirmed that we spend big on our diplomatic offensive. We have dismantled Nigeria, and by the time we are done with them, the name Nigeria will cease to exist. Now that is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. But let's just quickly take one or two reactions, because Nigerians have started reacting over this. This one here is saying marginalization of Igbos and our sister ethnicity is Nigerians' biggest undoing. This one here is saying as long as the North continue with their born to rule mentality and posturing, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will continue to remain relevant and to gain ground in Nigeria and the international community. Rather than the Fulani government addressing the abnormalities in the country, they are busy trying to shut down the whistleblower. I see them making MNK, that's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, popular again, like they did foolishly when they locked him up. This one here say, I love this man. This one here saying, if since 1999 Nigeria had been confronted with a no bullshit person like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who says it as it is, no matter whose ox is God, we could have been forced as a country to sit down and address our intractable issues once and for all. But now everyone would have found their level, and we would have been discussing only normal issues real nations discuss, like economic and social advancement. This one here is saying, let's see who will accuse him again. Kachuku or Madoko. I think what he meant here is, let's see who will accuse him again. Let God punish somebody, or let God burn somebody, I guess, something like that. Or Madoko. Let God punish or burn somebody alive. I don't know what that means. But I think I'm close. I know I'm close. This one here said, try more. Chukwu Abiaba will see you through. Dismantle them. I think these are most major IPOB members entering to show solidarity. This one here is saying, I beg, which account are we to pay the contributions? Someone should please help me with the bank account details. Wow. Have you seen? This has actually ended up being more like an advertisement for those who have not been paying their dues for indigenous people of Biafra dues. Now somebody is now asking, please, where's the account details that they will start paying more money, since they are now beginning to see results of all their monies and effort. Okay, but let's continue to begin to feel the pulse of everyone here. I'm just taking this arbitrarily, I'm taking it randomly, but yet I still see, I seem to be seeing more of IPOB members online over this matter. This one here said, does Buhari even know if this person exists? If federal government really wants to finish you people, your group, you guys will be readily put out. Even to make your propaganda post on social media will become a great issue. Well, I noticed that when you go to Twitter, when you go to the social media handle, those guys are actually very active. IPOB members, they are so very active. Oh my guy, no go that side. Oh, those guys are very, very active. They know they fear. Oh, not just go there say IPOB member they fear. They know they fear. Oh, not just go there. Those guys they have sworn that they are ready for this. I think there are better ways to do this. If you are thinking of this, it won't even work. Best way to do it is just to call them for dialogue. But if you are thinking you're going to go through this, you're going to worsen it. Then you're going to make the whole world know that what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying is true. This kind of thing, don't go at this level. You don't go by force. You go by dialogue. Okay, so that you don't give more, don't worsen the whole situation. But okay, let's take this final one. This one here is saying, oh, Buhari does not know he exists. So why is Buhari and his presidency sweating over the activities of his group? Why is Buhari petitioning the international community if he doesn't know Kanu exists? IPOB has remained largely peaceful and non-violent, and I pray they remain so. But I'm very sure Nigeria won't survive a violent IPOB. Buhari and his government have pushed and continue to push Nigeria towards disintegration. If he doesn't retrace his steps, many who don't support IPOB will definitely change their minds. Wow. Okay, but that's you've heard what we're going to stop here over the issues of picking randomly. Everyone seems to, there's some lies, there's some propaganda you call propaganda, okay, but there's some issues you can't deny the fact, okay. But now if you check the online fields I just read, you notice that it has even boosted more people who are thinking of paying dues. Before now, if you check our feed, you notice that Asari Dokuba had asked for accountability for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Nyawodo and also Wazurike. All of them all kept on saying that he has been eating. Well, this one is not even coming from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He just mentioned the amount he had saved us for. He didn't want, I guess maybe he didn't want to mention where this other money is, probably just a secret known for him. But I could still remember sometime in last year, he was always going for those parliament. I could still remember you say he has gone to EU, he has gone to UN, I could still remember vividly. And there's some videos I guess the government they never really took him, serious. Because if they had, we kept on saying this over and over again, let's just dialogue this thing, if they want it. Well, now, what he's even talking about, the major thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is talking about in this whole reply is that Biafra exists. Biafra exists, that Biafra should go. He's talking that, look, whatever you are doing, let Biafra go. They are tired of whatever it is they're having in Nigeria. That is what he's saying in a nutshell. But I'm saying that, for me, the presidency reacted a bit too slowly. Okay, at the beginning, someone said in the build-up that no, that who is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Don't say that. Why I would say don't say that? If he wasn't that relevant, Shehu Garba, that's the senior publicity media person at the presidency, reacted to this. It's not even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that talked about this, Nigeria now having their allies being distorted. Nigeria having the allies being there's a wedge now between a disparity between Nigeria and their allies. It was Shehu Garba himself that said it, and it didn't stop there. He even mentioned the fact that monthly $85,000 keep going out to ensure that this whole thing is actualized. Now that's not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talking. That is Shehu Garba. Now, if you watch, according to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he say he has never collected a contract from the federal government before. He has never even had any allied talk with Shehu Garba. I'm sure I said they don't even see eye to eye. So for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for Shehu Garba to say that It has gotten to their notice, and that's why they're speaking up. I feel they reacted a bit too late, too late. But then something can still be done if they can dialogue this out. But I strongly doubt if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will hear that now, because he has really gone too far to retrace his step. But that's where we're going to wrap it up. What do you think about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saying the only option left for him is Biafra exit or nothing? Let's put in our comment section. Let's interact.